Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if this is... This just seems all too common when, and I mean no disrespect, we have a mother with a bunch of children and stuff keeps happening to these children. 3 and 4 children, one mother, 5 children, one mother, house fires, shootings, stabbings, kidnappings. You guys understand where I'm coming from? Just go back and look at the channel. Look at how many thumbnails I have that are just like this story. It is absolutely insane. But again, I keep saying the fact that we continue to keep having children only for the benefits that we can collect from these kids. Hashtag babies for benefits is our mantra. There is no reason for us to continue to keep producing children like this. So if the women aren't going to stop doing it, then maybe we need to start pointing the finger at the men and tell y'all need to stop sleeping with these women with no rubbers on. Y'all are doing this like right now. There's somebody sleeping with a chick for no damn reason, unprotected, and she gonna have that baby, don't know nothing about you, and gonna have that kid because she gonna get something off of that kid. Y'all fellas got to stop being nasty. All these STDs running around here. I guess you don't value your penis. You don't value not going to the bathroom and feeling that burning sensation, that drip that continues to come out of your junk. Y'all are nasty, men. Y'all are absolutely disgusting. Memphis, Tennessee. Boy, if y'all don't got a lot of information coming out of that area, y'all are taking the L today. Absolutely ridiculous. This 25-year-old bleach-headed mother is accused of especially aggravated kidnapping, and she is currently in custody according to the Memphis police. Boy, Memphis, y'all got a lot of bad crap going on out there right about now, y'all. Yeah, that drip. The drip. I skipped a part. Memphis police have been searching for Jamisha Thomas. Why does she look like that? She just looks unbothered, does she not? She just looked like she don't give a damn. This woman knows what she's been charged with, know what they were looking up for her for. And matter of fact, we're going to keep it real today because I got a whole lot to talk about, especially talking about drip. Her head looks like drip. The drip. Jamisha Thomas, they were looking for her after her children were reported missing for over a month and soon became the center of a statewide Amber Alert. Police said that she turned herself in Thursday morning at the Tillman station. Here's what you would have to ask. Why is it that a mother, and these are her children, why is she charged with kidnapping? Why did they put an Amber Alert and say that she kidnapped her own kids? Did she not give birth to them? Yes. But why was she charged with kidnapping? That's the part that I think is going to make you guys very interested in this story. But let me also remind you guys, I'm going to say some things that are not going to sit well with your sensibilities. This story is going to have some details that might upset you. That is your official disclaimer. Okay? Now, her 4 children were found in Memphis Wednesday afternoon, according to the Memphis police. A City Watch alert was issued for the children Tuesday evening, and the Amber Alert came on Wednesday afternoon. All 4 children were initially dropped off on Nathan Avenue near Scott Street. The children were dropped off. Yes, they were been missing for more than a month. That is correct. The children, who are range in age from ages 1 year old all the way up to 10 years old. From age 1 to age 10. They were in Thomas's care, their non-custodial parent, and hadn't seen since October the 5th. The mother is a non-custodial parent. So here's what you guys would have to ask. How did she lose custody? That's what we're going to get to. The children were dropped off on the corner. Thomas was not supposed to have, I repeat, was not supposed to have the children. Court records show that she has an active warrant for aggravated child abuse for an incident that happened on September the 6th. Probably because she was beating on the children, y'all. Why was she beating on the children, Hoppo? Huh? Earlier Wednesday, the suspect's grandmother by the name of Ida Thomas said this all started when Thomas took the baby to the doctor. She took the baby to the doctor and they were saying something's wrong with the baby's leg, side, or ribs or something, said Thomas. I don't know. Then their aunt took her baby to Lebanon. They said that they were going to take her babies and she said they weren't going to take her babies. And the next thing I knew, she was running with the children. Keep in mind, she was not supposed to have the children in her possession. Still haven't got to that part yet. There's no word on who the children were staying with now, but investigators say that they're all safe. Why can't we know who the children are with right now? Because here's what I believe. Here's why I believe they're not saying it. The mother was not supposed to have the kids. So that means that the mother was given custody of the kids illegally by a family member, in my opinion. That part isn't an opinion. And I think that that same family member got the kids back, and that's who the kids are in possession of currently. Because it's very easy for a family member, because if it was somebody that was foreign to the family, they would have never given these kids back to the mom. I don't believe. But I think that it was a family member that felt bad for the mom. These is her kids, y'all. She ought to have a right to be a mom, y'all, right? Somebody was plucking on her heartstrings, playing the world's smallest violin. Felt bad for her and tried to give the kids back to her outside of the confines of the law. That shit is illegal. That is also dangerous. So here's what I want to preface and tell you guys. How do you expect a system to work if the parents or guardians, family members subvert the system? We want to go sue CPS, DPS, NBC, ABC, the NBA, and ESPN, and whatever other acronyms you can think of. We want to go sue them for a wrongful death of a child, but then we do stuff like this. We're going to say that the system failed. No, the system didn't fail. The system realized that this mom is not a good mom. She's a terrible mom, and she shouldn't be around these kids. What have we been advocating for? The kid should either go A, to the biological fathers, which I don't believe that they did. They went to a family member, which I always say, where was the family? Why didn't the family step up? And now the kids were given to a family member. The family member turned around and gave the kids right back to this woman who's sitting there with a smile on her face. You know why? That's called an infallible smile. An infallible smile. The infallible smile is a smile of a person who has never been held accountable for anything that they've done in their life. Therefore, they don't understand how to behave appropriately, and they think that they can do whatever the hell they want to because they have an inherent right and the law does not apply to them. That's what infallible means. But I'm going to tell you guys this. This woman should never be a parent. Do you know why she should have never been a parent? Why nobody have ever should have been sleeping with her? Because she's got that thing glued to the top of her head called a wig or whatever, a weave, whatever it is, it's blonde. But that should be a crime to have that on top of your head. So I'm going to take a page out of the book of Tommy Sotomayor, if y'all don't mind, for a damn moment. Okay? Because it's true. Why should she be arrested for that crap that she has on the top of her head? Look like somebody beat her ass with a bottle of bleach and she lost the fight. How does that damage the children? Because the children are going to look at that thing on your head and say, Mama, what is that thing on the top of your head? And Mama's going to say, cause I look good and you need to mind your business, and children don't have no voice in my house until you start to pay bills in my house. And the kids are going to see all of that bull crap and they're going to think, well, damn, not only did I not get an answer, but why does my hair look like the way it does? I have my hair in a couple of braids that you rush to throw together, but you've got this extravagant wig on that costs more than somebody's rent. Shout out to Tommy. Right? You go above and beyond to cover up your hair. How does that affect the kids? Because the kids are going to look at their stupid ass mama with this stupid crap on the top of her head, which should be a crime, to damage your children in this way. And the children are going to think, well, my hair must be insignificant. Something must be wrong with my hair. Why don't my hair look like my mom? Why don't my mom take just as much time to do my hair and invest in my hair the way that she invests in her own? You know why she don't? Because the mom is selfish. You know why the mom is selfish? Because somebody told her that whenever you get grown and have kids, you can do whatever you want to do. Probably what her stupid ass mama told her growing up. So they think as soon as they produce a kid by anybody, they don't say until you get a husband, until you get somebody who's committed to you, until you have a house, until you can take care of yourself. What do they say? No. Just as long as you produce children. It don't matter if you live underneath a cardboard box. You's gonna be respected as long as you have something crawl up out between your legs that has a heartbeat. You do that, and the more and more times you do that, we're going to give you benefits. Section 8 food stamps and infallibility. You know how they have fatalities in Mortal Kombat? She's going to have infallibility. Infallibility wins. She's going to get that uppercut and they're going to say, Jamisha Thomas wins. Infallibility. Y'all wonder why I give Tommy so many shout outs. First of all, because he's not wrong. He's been telling us things that are right. And I still think we're probably about 5 years behind. And people are now starting to catch up and repeat his talking points. Even the people who have been tearing this man down from day one. Now they're repeating his talking points. And I personally believe that in the next 5 years, they're going to flat out be copying all of his talking points that he's been talking about for the past 11 years. That's just a fact. This all comes from the fact that these people are doing things that are damaging their children emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and legally. Let's not leave out that part, legally, because it should be a damn crime to abuse your children, and to psychologically abuse your children should be a crime, which is why she should be arrested for that nasty blonde wig that she got on her head that looks like she peeled it off of the back of some horse and just glued it to her head. Where is it at? That bull crap right there. Y'all. Yeah, let's play the news videos. Y'all. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Somebody said she looked like a peeled banana. Oh my God. Y'all stop it. And if you guys would, do me a favor and click that thumbs up, please. Thank you guys. Infallibility wins. Let's get it.
Emotion pours out from a grandmother fearful of the future of her 4 grandchildren taken into state custody. Their mother is now in jail. This breaking news update tops the news at 5. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. 25-year-old Jamisha Thomas turned herself in today, weeks after taking her children and less than a day after triggering an Amber Alert. But what happens next is uncertain. WRG's Shay Arthur spoke with the children's grandmother, who is pleading to have them in her care.
I'm trying to question myself. Did I do the right thing? I'm in pain. Did I do the right thing?
Questions a heartbroken mother and grandmother now asks herself.
What the hell? Oh my goodness. What the? Ma'am. Why do you look like that? What cockatoo did you skin and paste that crap on the top of your head? What the? Son of a gun. I'm sorry, y'all. I was not prepared for that. I did not see this when I downloaded this video. Oh my God.
Children's grandmother who is pleading to have them in her care.
I'm trying to question myself. Did I do the right thing? I'm in pain. Did I do the right thing?
Questions.
This woman literally looks like she took a peacock and just taped it to the top of her head. But this is the same community talking about we are disenfranchised, y'all. We's ain't got no money, y'all. No, what we do, our people, is we take our money and spend it on stupid crap. I wonder if you guys would. Matter of fact, you know what's so funny? Here's the funny part about it. I have people that look at my natural face and my natural hair, which is this right here on my chin, and all I do is braid it. I just braid it, and I braid it myself. I sit in the mirror, I cut my own hair, and I braid my beard because I want it to be neat and straight. Could you guys imagine if I turn around and I came in here and took a pillow and took some Gorilla Glue, glued it to the top of my head, and walked in here and did a podcast with a pillow on the top of my head? What if I just took a couple of squirrels and tied them son of a bitches together and then just stuck some Gorilla Glue on there and just pasted them shits on the top of my head? Would y'all look at me crazy? Yes, you probably would. Why people continue to think that this is normal and you don't call it out is beyond me. Does the story have anything to do with this? Actually, it kind of does. Because we're talking about wasting money, people looking stupid, and then their kids see them at home looking stupid because their kids don't look like them. Therefore, you are damaging your children. This has everything to do with the kids. Please believe it. You dig? Let's keep going.
A heartbroken mother and grandmother now asks herself. Today, Lorinda Thomas, Jamisha Thomas's mother.
God, dog, what the freak does she have on?
A heartbroken mother and grandmother now asks herself. Today.
What the hell is this? Oh my God. Do y'all see this? This woman got on two different kinds of ninja outfits with a jacket that don't go past her titties that are glued to the bottom of her stomach up here. Damn, she looks like a freaking samurai slash army slash, I don't know what the hell she looked like. She looked like a peacock and a mixed with a, like if you mix a peacock and a rooster together, if they had a baby, it would be an abomination. And it looked like that's what you glued to the top of your head. Woman, why did you dress like that? Why would you do an interview like that? Was one color not enough for you? 3 or 4 colors? No, it wasn't. She said, let me go find as many colors of the rainbow that I can wear and look completely ridiculous. All while your belly is hanging over your knees. Let's keep going.
Lorinda Thomas, Jamisha Thomas's mother, helped her daughter turn herself into police. She
get it from her mama. Why does she dress like that? She get it from her mama. Why did you glue that on the top of your head? She get it from her mama. Why did you go down to the army surplus and go get 2 different outfits that don't even make sense to wear together? 2 different camouflages. She get it from her mama.
Asks herself. Today, Lorinda Thomas, Jamisha Thomas's mother, helped her daughter turn herself into police. She also helped recover Jamisha's 4 children last night, so police would know they were safe. But Thomas wants to be clear. She says her grandchildren were never in danger after police put out a city watch and then an Amber Alert saying the children were missing for a month.
So this is the grandma, and the grandma's coming out and saying the children weren't in danger. How were they not? When she got in trouble for abusing the kids, they took the kids, and then you turn around and put the kids back with her, and then she ran from the law and then kidnapped the kids, and she was gone for a month. How were the kids not in danger? That sounds pretty damn dangerous to me. Here's what I want y'all to think about. Think about this. What if a man abused his wife the way that she did that kid and was given a restraining order and told to stay away from his wife, and he turned around and secretly got back around his wife, breaking the contract of that law, and then turned around and disappeared with that woman for a month? Would y'all think that that woman was in danger? Yes, you probably would. So if you think a woman would be in danger of her husband, why would the kids not be in danger in that exact same scenario?
Jamisha Thomas is not a bad mama. She love her kids. If them kids was missing in danger for a whole month, why y'all just put an alert on?
I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me rewind this. Lord bless her stupid ass heart.
The Thomas is not.
This woman is as stupid as she looks.
Put out a city watch and then an Amber Alert saying the children were missing for a month.
Listen at her explanation. Listen at how eloquently she explains how the children weren't in danger. Why weren't the children in danger, ma'am? Go.
Jamisha Thomas is not a bad mama. She love her kids. If them kids was missing in danger for a whole month, why y'all just put an alert on?
If they were in danger, why did they just now put an alert out? Well, why did she lose custody of the kids? Why was she given custody of the kids back? Why is it that she disappeared and ran with the kids, and then they had to put out an Amber Alert for the kids because they thought the kids were... I'm going to rip my hair out. I'm going to scrape my scalp until I can pull out the remnants of where hair used to be because I want to rip my hair out that badly. Good Lord, you can't be that stupid.
The Thomas is not a bad mama. She love her kids. If them kids was missing in danger for a whole month, why y'all just put an alert on? Some kind of way it's some miscommunication, and some kind of way somebody ain't did their job.
But now this
Lord Jesus. This is why single parent households are so detrimental to children. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a clear example of generation after generation after generation. I want y'all to think about this. This is a grandmother speaking this way. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Do y'all know why those news people are out there interviewing her? Because they know that she's going to say something stupid. And they got it on camera. And they're just like, look, we're not going to be like this. We're going to show the world how stupid these type of people. It's not all hood people. It's not everybody that got a damn cockatoo glued to the top of their head. It's not everybody that do that type of stupid stuff. But it is a lot of them that have this mentality that think this behavior is normal and it's okay. They think this is acceptable.
Mother's fear is the future.
There are no fathers. She has no ring on her hand. She doesn't have a man. Do you know why she don't have a man? Because she got that crap glued on the top of her head, which is probably what her bottom half smells like. Believe it or not, The stuff that you keep gluing on your head has chemicals in it. Those chemicals get into your skin, get into your bloodstream, go out through your bodies, ladies. I'm sure most responsible ladies already know that. They don't do this type of stupid crap. But I'm telling you, it's disgusting. I would never sit and date a woman that smells bad and looks like this. You will not see me out in public with nobody like this. You damn sure not going to see me in a relationship with no chick like this. Sorry for you. But that's also why a lot of these women aren't being chosen, why men aren't sticking around. And that's also why you see these ladies, when they hit the ceiling around 40 or 50, they don't have a man. Am I digging into some wounds for some people? Maybe. But it's the truth. But if you understood what is repelling men, let me get ladies to understand this. Hear me out. I'm trying to actually help y'all. If you understand what repels men, what men are disgusted by, what men don't like, if you want a man that's worth something, then maybe you would take the advice from a man that's telling you what's not attractive, what smells bad, what not to do. But the world keeps telling you, you don't need a man, you don't have to do this, and you don't have to do that. Well, no, in all actuality, there is an order to everything. There is an order to the family. There is an order for children to follow. There is an order for a wife to follow her husband. There is also an order for the husband to follow God and treat his family the same way that God treated the church. There is an order to everything. Yes? See how that works out? It's a perfect circle. And when you start to go outside of that circle, then things get all convoluted. Then next thing you know, you wake up and you look like this with no man. Talking stupid.
Future. She says her 4 grandchildren were taken into state custody last night. She's concerned about what could happen to them. She says authorities told her her home is too small for them all to live there.
The only thing that I'm trying to say, I'm a grandmama. I'm screaming out. They're my grandkids. That's all I got. Now I've been taking care of my grand. What more y'all want from me?
God, dog. She said, what more do y'all want from me? Shouldn't you want for yourself, ma'am? What do you mean, what do we want? We don't want nothing. We want you to stop calling the police that you keep saying are racist. We want you to stop using up all our tax dollars, right? When you say you ain't got nobody, then we want you to have a husband. But in order for you to have a husband, you have to be a good person. And clearly, you're not. This is why. Thank you for putting it on blast for the good women out there, for the good mothers, the good grandmothers out there. They understand this is not the path that you should be following. Oh, I know I done probably pissed some people off. I hope you have your panties and your boxers strapped on real tight tonight.
She says she's now going to do everything in her power, including move if she has to get them back.
This should be a video just by itself. I could speak on that all day long. Everything that's wrong with this picture.
She has this message for her daughter.
Misha, I love you. I'm going to do everything in my power to get you out, and I'm fighting for your kids.
I'm going to do everything in my power to get you out. She does not love those kids at all. Her daughter is grown. You should care more about the grandkids who are children. There should be an order. Remember, I talked about the order. She should care more about the ones who can't speak for themselves, the ones who cannot defend themselves, the ones who can't feed themselves or clothe themselves or house themselves, right? More than the person who brought them into this world against their will with no father in sight. Let's go to the next video because I'm going to destroy this stuff.
News first at 10 tonight. 4 missing children in Memphis are found safe a month after they disappeared with their mother. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
I'm Greg Hurst. The children were found less than 3 hours after an Amber Alert was issued. Police say they were at a home on Nathan Avenue near Scott Street in the Binghamton area. WRG's Andrew Ellison is there live now with the very latest. Andrew?
Yeah, the children were found about 3 hours ago at a home here behind me near Nathan and Scott Street, essentially the same area the kids disappeared from roughly a month ago. Now, tonight, investigators say the children are okay as officers search for their mother, police giving a very brief statement to the media earlier this evening. Take a listen.
Everyone is safe, but the suspect is still at large. If you know the whereabouts of their mother, please contact police. Let's get her into custody. Thank you.
Now, police say the children's mother, 25-year-old Jamisha Thomas, has active warrants for kidnapping and child abuse. They say her kids, 10-year-old Mariah Thomas, 8-year-old Jemiah Thomas, 3-year-old Chance Beasley, and 1-year-old Kamaya Beasley were last seen with her in Binghamton in the 2800 block of Nathan on October 5th. Problem is, the children shouldn't have been with her because she doesn't have custody, though investigators haven't said why. Now,
for child abuse. I've already said why. That's why she don't have custody. For child abuse.
WRG talked with Jamisha's grandmother, who says she loves her children and believes she took them over.
How do you have a 1-year-old child that's 12 months of age or less and don't have a man or a husband or an active father? If you have lost, you have 4 kids. I want you to think about this, because a lot of women say this to me and they say, well, I can't force the man to stay in these kids' life. Hey, I get you. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That would at least explain 2 children. But how do you explain a 3rd and then a 4th? You've done the same thing 4 times and expected a different result? That's the infallibility that I'm talking about. Nobody has told this person after the first kid, don't do this again. Stop. 1 kid, stop. I'm telling y'all from personal experience. Y'all got, maybe one of these days I'll bring my daughter's mama on here. I think that actually might be a good conversation. We've never done a show together. Y'all have never met my daughter's mom. But we can get on here because our daughter is almost grown. And shout out to my baby. I might do that. If y'all want to see that, I might do that and let y'all hear from 2 parents who have raised this baby from birth to now and continue to keep doing stuff for her. She's got both her grandmothers, got both grandfathers, got plenty of family and friends and cousins, and it is still a work in progress to raise our kid. It's still hard, and we're just raising 1 kid. It's hard when we're raising 1 kid and we've got a ton of family support. Hello? Do y'all hear me? I don't know how you do with 4 and 5 kids by your goddamn self, but we have trouble raising 1 kid. And I think we're both pretty good parents.
For that custody issue, an Amber Alert for all 4 kids was issued.
We're not even great parents. We're pretty good parents. We're doing the best that we can. We're pretty good, not great. I think great is reserved for those parents that are doing extremely well and going above and beyond. I think we're pretty good. We're striving to be great parents. But I think that's a special place that's reserved for the exceptional.
This afternoon, and again, the good news tonight, they were located hours later and police say they're safe. Back out here.
Yes, I call my daughter a baby. I just always gonna think of her as my baby. But yeah, I have a teenager. She'll be grown in a couple more years. It's crazy to even think about that.
We asked police why it took so long for the children to be reported missing, but police haven't answered that question. We'll stay on top of that and stay on top of the search.
Getting us started with a breaking news update tonight. Police need help finding 4 children they say could be in danger.
The children are believed to be with their mother, but here...
That's her mugshot. Can y'all believe that? She got some nerve. She just don't give a crap. Her hair is the same color as her teeth. Yellow and blonde.
is the problem. She doesn't have custody. And according to the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, a warrant has been issued for her arrest. The search for the mom and kids tops the news at 5 tonight. Good evening.
I could actually address something in the chat. Somebody in the chat said, research, it's a lie. Plenty of people out here didn't have both parents and they were successful. That's not the majority. That's called a minority. You could say plenty. I could say 100 people is plenty. But what does 100 people mean to 100,000? Would you then say that's plenty of successful? Let's just say if you had 100,000 people in your graduating class, but only 100 people graduated, would you say that's a success story? Would you say that's a positive thing? What if you had a community of 100,000 people that were bad, but you had 100 that you could say, well, we have 100 families that are good, but we got 100,000 that are bad. Would you call that a success story? I'm just curious. Use common sense and stop using the anomaly, the thing that's proven to be the abnormal, as a success story, because that's not a success. Stop calling LeBron James a success. Stop calling Kevin Durant a success when you could turn around and point to the Pookies and Ray Rays and the 100,000 that are currently filling up your private prisons, who are currently going out and shooting and killing Young Dolph and XXXTentacion every day and King Von every day, right? The ones who are out there selling drugs to your uncles and cousins out there, keeping them on them crack rocks and them bottles. The ones that are out there hiding dead bodies in the back of their cars every damn day, huh? Hiding dead bodies and leaving their kids stuck inside of apartments for 6 months. The ones who are out there causing house fires so they can get GoFundMe money. The ones who are out there staging their children to be robbed of their 2002 Ford Explorer SUV so they can get on GoFundMe and they can get on Good Morning America. Are you talking about those success stories? No, you're not, because you don't want to point to the bad things that are happening every day. How many of you guys have ever lost a family member to a criminal or a thug or somebody who didn't have a father in their life? Because if you think about it, the statistic is that the majority of those people who are currently filling up the private prisons did not have fathers. Specifically, did not have fathers. Come from broken homes. Those who are filling up the private prisons. And you would have to say, if that's almost all of the people that are in jail, doesn't that look like a trend? Then you could point to where it comes from. It has to have an origin. The origin is single mother households. Please don't act like this is the first time y'all have heard me say that. I come from Soto Nation. Who's surprised by that? Who doesn't know that about me? Everybody has an origin. My speaking points have an origin. My love for children has an origin. That love for children started with my first girlfriend that I had going into college at age 19 years old, when I developed a big love for children that don't belong to me. Until I had my first daughter, my first child, at age 24. Then I was able to put all my love into her. Please don't act like you're surprised, and don't run from these facts and statistics. Nothing I said can be traced to something that is factually inaccurate. Google search it. Google is your damn friend. Let's get it. Matter of fact, that's our new hashtag. Google is your friend. Let's go.
Again, thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
I'm Greg Hurst. Tonight, that mom, Jamisha Thomas, is accused of child abuse and endangerment. WRG's Shay Arthur spoke with Thomas's grandmother, who says she wants answers.
Tonight, Memphis police say they need help finding 4 children missing for the last month. Investigators tell us 10-year-old Mariah Thomas, 8-year-old Jemiah Thomas, 3-year-old Chance Beasley, and 1-year-old Kamaya Beasley were last seen on Nathan Avenue in Binghamton with their mother, Jamisha Thomas. We talked to Ida Thomas, Jamisha's grandmother, today. She told us she was surprised to see news reports saying investigators believe the children may be in danger.
If she was a danger to her children, why did they get them for now? I ain't think she was a danger to her children. She loved her children.
So you don't know why?
What the hell? Look at this. This is a generational thing. That's a generational thing. Because I've watched girls as young as teenagers wear this crap on their head because they don't have their hair done, wear it out in public, quick to get on TV, and here you are, 145 years old, man, with that crap on your head. Trust me, nobody cares how attractive you are, ma'am. Why do you have that crap on your head? Whatever hair you have left, just do your damn hair. Why do y'all keep wearing that stuff? I don't understand. It looks dumb. Why does she have money in her hand? I'm sure, look, I know y'all think I'm being mean. I know y'all think I'm being unreasonable. I know you think my facts, which are facts, are not real. Why does she have money in her hand? This woman has money in her hand. Why? Why?
Children may be in danger.
If she was a danger to her children, why did they get them for now? I ain't think she was a danger to her children. She loved her children.
So
you said if she was a danger to her children, why didn't they get her children before now? Because you have to prove evidence in court to take people's children away from them. You have to work with CPS. CPS has to make a recommendation. Then when CPS makes their recommendation, which means they have to go in and out, in and out, in and out to find something wrong. And when they do, then they're able to obtain a warrant to go take the kids. The warrant goes to the judge. Then the warrant goes to the police. Then the police can go get the kids. That's why it takes so long. That's not even a proper question. Why did it take so long? Why were the kids abused? That would be probably a better question. Don't you think? Why were the children even abused from the jump?
you don't know why they aren't supposed to be with her?
No, I don't.
And she says when she's asked police, they won't tell.
So she doesn't know why the kids were taken, but she's going to tell you definitively that they shouldn't have been taken. That's ridiculous. Why were the kids taken, ma'am? I don't know. I just know she's a good mama and they shouldn't have took her kids, y'all. With my $7 in my hand. Man, why do you have $7 in your hand? With a mask on the bottom of your chin. If you're scared of COVID, why don't you put it over your damn face and nose? Why do you have a bonnet on? I'd rather you put the bonnet over your face rather than have your mask underneath your chin.
Then why did they get them for now? I ain't think she was a danger to her children. She loved her children.
So you don't know why they aren't supposed to be with her?
No, I don't.
And she says when she's asked police, they won't tell her. But they continually come to see if Jamisha is at her house. But she says her granddaughter does not live with her. So you have no idea where she's at?
No, I don't.
She said,
I bet you she's lying. And what do y'all bet when they arrest this woman that they gonna find her at grandma's house? I can't wait till that comes out.
she saw Jamisha in a vehicle pass by her home yesterday, but it didn't stop. She believes Jamisha might have taken the children over a custody issue.
They said they were going to take them away from her, and before they took them out of her arms, she took them and ran with them because she wanted to be with her children.
Her message tonight?
I hope she would give herself up and try to get this straightened out. And
I know for a fact that Jamisha didn't hurt her kids. Maybe she probably left it, let somebody watch the kid while she went out, or something happened to the baby.
Ebony Fuller.
Why is this man saying that? Y'all hear what this dude just said? Let me turn my volume up just a little bit. Let me let y'all hear what this young man said again. Listen to this. We finally wanted men to come out and speak up, and then this man comes out and says something that ridiculous. Let me brighten it up a little bit. Let me let y'all hear what this dude just said. Listen to this again.
I know for a fact that Jamisha didn't hurt her kids. Maybe she probably left it, let somebody watch the kid while she went out, or something happened to the baby.
Listen to how stupid that is. She said, I know for a fact, this man said, I know for a fact that she didn't abuse her kids. And then she turns around and says this word, maybe. Maybe she did this. Maybe she did that. Maybe this, maybe that. Maybe don't sound like you know for sure. So if you don't know for sure, if you weren't there, then why are you saying definitively, I know for a fact that she didn't abuse the kids? What are y'all saying in the chat? That's not a, why y'all saying that? Look, listen. I'm going to replay the video. Y'all said that's a woman. Listen at this. That's a man. Listen to his voice.
I know for a fact that Jamisha didn't hurt her kids. Maybe she probably left it, let somebody watch the kid while she went out, or something happened to the baby.
Ebony Fuller believes.
Are y'all sure that's a woman? Are you sure? Are y'all sure? Fellas, are y'all sure? Are y'all sure that's a woman?
Police arrested the wrong person. She says her sister, Jamisha Thomas, loves her 4 kids and would never hurt them. Police have a different theory. According to an arrest affidavit, on September 6th, officers responded to the hospital where Thomas's 8-month-old was being treated for broken ribs, a broken leg, and arm.
Do y'all hear what this child was being treated for? Listen at this. This is a baby. Listen at this again. What was the child being treated for?
Treated for broken ribs, a broken leg, and arm.
Broken ribs, broken arm, broken leg. Let me guess. The child slipped and fell in a bathtub and got a broken rib, broken arm, and a broken leg, right? I know for a fact she didn't do that to her kid. I'm sure it was the bathtub. Or I'm sure she fell out of a window on her own, right? I'm pretty sure it was some type of divine intervention and God decided that that baby needed a broken arm, broken rib, and a broken leg. And God just said, snap, and it happened, right? I'm sure there was no abuse, right?
Officers decided Thomas is responsible for this.
She took that baby to the hospital. Because guess what? If she did that to that baby, the first thing what person will do, they'll go run and hide. Don't take the baby to the hospital, let the baby suffer.
What the hell are you talking about, dude? Them big ass teeth, god dang. This dude looked like he would chew through a tree. I'm not convinced that's a woman. I know some men. I know plenty of men out there named Ebony. Right? I'm sorry, but we do live in the LGBT time frame now where all of this stuff is acceptable. Y'all don't act like y'all don't know some men by the name of Ebony. Yes? Let's not play.
She took that baby to the hospital. Because guess what?
Them teeth big as hell. That girl looked like she would take a whole bite out of an apple. She literally looks like she could chew through a desk. God dang. This woman teeth big enough to take a bite out of crime, for crying out loud. Let me stop. Because her teeth didn't do nothing wrong except for tell all them damn lies. But let's go.
If she did that to that baby, the first thing what person will do, they'll go run and hide. Don't take the baby to the hospital, let the baby suffer. If she's a bad mom, so why she take the baby to the hospital? To get the baby treated.
Investigate.
Because that could cause a child to die if you don't, dumbass.
Investigators say DCS put the children in temporary care of a third party.
Who else was going to fix a child with broken ribs, broken arms, and broken legs? Who else were you going to call? Ghostbusters? You didn't have a damn choice.
Fuller says the children stayed.
Either take the baby to the hospital or the baby dies. Let me weigh my options. Baby dies, I go to jail for life, or take the baby to the hospital and I'll have to fight for my kids, potentially get arrested, do some time in jail, but at least I'll get out. It don't sound like she had a lot of choice.
With her aunt and godmother. On October 5th, police say DCS was going to take the kids into custody, but Thomas ran off with them.
She ran with her kids because she was scared.
This is an idiot.
She ran with her kids because she was scared. Now, if y'all want to say she gives it there, okay. But I swear to God, I do the same thing.
If you would do the same thing, I would hope, sir, ma'am, that you don't have children, and I would hope that there is not a man that is desperate enough to provide you his seed. And I hope that any fertility clinic that you might try to go to will reject your application, sir, ma'am, sir.
A judge says Jamisha Thomas faces 2 separate charges in relation to 2 separate incidents. One charge is for aggravated child abuse, and the other is for especially aggravated kidnapping.
November 19th, okay? 11/9.
The 25-year-old mother at the center of an Amber Alert appeared before a judge Friday morning. She's accused of kidnapping her 4 children under the age of 10 and abusing one of them. Memphis police say on September 6th, a report was made at a local children's hospital regarding Thomas's youngest child. Police say the baby had bruises on her lungs and several broken bones, including a broken leg and a broken arm. The reports say doctors determined the injuries were consistent with child abuse. An MPD says an investigation revealed Thomas was responsible. However, the report doesn't go into any detail about what led detectives to that conclusion. Thomas's mother told us she doesn't believe Thomas would harm her children.
Jamisha Thomas is not a bad mama. She loved her kids.
Thomas was charged with child abuse, and a warrant was issued for her arrest. Court documents say on October 5th, the Tennessee Department of Children's Services attempted to take all of Thomas's children, but the mother allegedly took off with all the kids. It was at that point she was charged with kidnapping, and another warrant was issued.
If she was all this that y'all gave her charges with, why y'all like her Ed LaBarna when she brought the kids there?
Thomas's children were found safe on November 10th at a home on Nathan Avenue. She turned herself in the next day. Reporting in downtown Memphis, Cormitra Wilborn, WREG News Channel 3.
Somebody in the chat said that this story is full of idiots. I 100% agree. Now, as much as I might want to be funny, I'm actually not trying to be comical, because everything I actually said relates to these children growing up and just barely surviving, if they even do that. I want y'all to think about this. We haven't even focused on the fact that there is a 1-year-old baby that had broken ribs, a broken arm, and a broken leg. Maybe you could explain if the baby only had one of those 3 things, but the baby had all 3 of those things. You might be able to explain an accidental broken arm, but I don't think you can, but you might. You might be able to understand 1 broken rib, even though I wouldn't. You might even be able to understand how a child that's just learning how to walk or getting to that point between ages 1 and 2 might have a broken leg from an accident of trying to stand or something. But a broken arm, broken ribs, broken leg, the likelihood of that is just not likely. These children were abused by their mom because the mom didn't care about those kids. Those kids are a paycheck to the mother. Hello, let me explain. When I say babies for benefits, why would she fight so hard for the kids? Well, let me explain to the crazy-headed grandmothers, as well as that dude that y'all was saying is a woman, but I don't think that was a woman at all. were trying to take up for her and say, well, why would she go do this? Why would she do that? First of all, I explained why she had no choice but to take the kid to the hospital, because the kid could have died from broken ribs, broken arm, broken leg. They can die from that. I can speak from personal experience. God rest her soul. But my big sister, she's my foster sister, but she's still my sister to my heart. My sister from another mother, that my big sister lost her daughter, her grown daughter, at age 25 to a broken leg. She was grown. She was not 1 year old. She was 25 years old. And she had a blood clot. And she died. So what do you think could happen to a 1 year old that has a broken leg and a broken arm and a broken rib? And you're talking about children witnessing this bad behavior, witnessing this bad parenting, witnessing the fact that this woman probably has multiple baby dads, because these children are between the ages of 1 year old to 10 years old, which means there is a high likelihood that those children don't have the same father because she's unmarried. And if she's unmarried, and most women who have children after their first child will have another child within 24 months, which means the fact that she didn't have these children in a span of 1 year to 24 months, between the ages of 1 and 10, if you have 4, that means there's a gap in there. And that gap usually means that you didn't continue to produce those children by the same man, multiple dads, and those children don't see any of those dads in their life because they were not present for whatever reason, whether it be jail or whether that's just because they weren't shit and didn't want to be in these kids' lives. They just wanted some sex like most men do, which is also why you should protect your womb, because that's all most men want. The power is in the woman's hands. And I think it's a beautiful thing that you have that power, but you also have to respect your power. You have to respect your womb. And if you believe that you're a queen, you have to respect yourself as such. Why would a queen turn around and have children by any random gesture? Just any gesture. Doesn't matter where you came from. Doesn't matter your lineage. Don't matter what you represent. I'm going to have your kid anyway. And we're expecting to produce kings and queens, princes and princesses. Not like that. No. No. Then you look at how the mother treats her own body. Having children by anybody and everybody. What are the children going to do? What are the children going to treat their hair like? Because if we say that the crown of the head is so important that it represents almost kind of like a spiritual energy, then what type of energy does a person have who constantly covers up their crown? What are the children supposed to think? What are the girls supposed to think? It seems that the boys, especially, you could even look at the NBA, because you can't really look at the NFL quite as much because they always wear helmets, but you can look helmets. Anyway, but you can look at the NBA because they don't wear helmets, and you can look at how those young men who also didn't have fathers in their life, hair. Some of them. Most of them do. Most of them wear their natural hair, and I'm talking about even if you include the ones that get a little bit of them hair plugs from time to time, outside of the anomaly, which is the anomaly. Those men are proud to rep their own hair, have it happy and nappy, dreaded up, braided up in these different designs. I think that's a beautiful thing because they embrace themselves. So even though the boys actually didn't learn a sense of self-pride from having a father in their life, but the girls haven't. But the girls are the ones having the kids that are primarily raising the kids. We're pushing this thing in a generational aspect. When are we going to fix it? We're only going to fix it when the women call it out, because women are followers. Please don't get mad at what I said. It's a beautiful thing. for our society to have women who follow women, but those women are supposed to be following a righteous path. Please understand what I just said. They're supposed to follow a righteous path. And I think they're just being misled and they're following bad information, bad leadership. If they're going to follow a man, then the man also has to be righteous. And we're not following the right men. We're following entertainers and rappers. That's a horrible thing for us to build up our community like. I speak these words and I say these things and I use my platform and these stories to point out a much bigger problem because I want this stuff to stop. The reason why these kids end up dead, the reason why this little baby didn't die is by pure luck. Luck. The reason why these other kids didn't die, by pure luck. They didn't thrive with their mother. They survived their mother. And guess that is a Tommy Sotomayor quote. So if I expect for people to give me words for my quotes like hashtag babies for benefits, then I got to give my brother credit for his quote. They don't thrive, they survive. That mother deserves prison time. She deserves to never produce children again. And she deserves to never see or be around these children ever again. Matter of fact, if these children are around family members, you can clearly see what type of family members she has, and they need to be put with some other type of family if they're going to thrive. Maybe a family that don't share their skin color will actually teach them some real value. I know that sucks to hear that, but it's the damn truth. But thankful that these kids survived, thankful that they found the kids, thankful that the mom is not going to be in their life. And I think that's the way it should be because she's a terrible, terrible person in my personal opinion. I hope you guys listen to my message with an open mind as well as an open heart. Thank you.